Neuralink's working well in monkeys. We're also doing just a lot of testing and just confirming that it's very safe. The Neuralink device can be removed safely. People may have seen the demo that we published, video of a monkey playing the video game Pong telepathically using the Neuralink in its brain. It's completely wireless, charges inductively. But basically, the monkey looks completely normal and yet is playing a video game telepathically. We hope to have this in our first humans, which will be people that have severe spinal cord injuries like tetraplegics, quadriplegics next year. I think we have a chance with Neuralink of being able to restore full body functionality to someone who has a spinal cord injury. I think we have a chance of being able to allow someone who cannot walk or use their arms to be able to walk again. It's a super big deal, and I don't want to raise hopes unreasonably, but I'm increasingly convinced that this can be done.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the workings of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires.
Neuralink wants to connect our brains to computers, and now it's showed off a device reading a pig's brain signals in real time. But how does it work, and will it turn you into a cyborg? I'm going to break it all down for you. Elon Musk is at it again. This time he was unveiling a new brain-computer interface. It's called the Link, and he says that one day it could cure everything from paralysis to blindness. Now, I'm going to explain all of this to you using the Galaxy Brain meme. Just think, starting off basic, and then I'm going to blow your mind. So step one, the basics. Our brains are made up of billions of neurons, cells with long, spindly arms that send messages via electrical spikes. Those spikes in electricity travel between neurons in a chain reaction, sending messages to the parts of our brain that control speech or movement, for example. When you move your arm, that action started as an electrical spike up here, which leads us to the second part of the Galaxy Brain meme, how Neuralink plans to read those electric spikes. According to Neuralink, your brain cells are kind of like electrical wiring, and rather than just having neurons sending electrical signals, those signals could be sent and received by a dish. Elon Musk unveiled Neuralink's implantable brain dish, the Link version 0.9. It's a brain-computer interface designed to be implanted directly into the brain by a surgical robot. Same-day surgery without a big incision or general anesthesia.
You remove about a coin-sized piece of skull, and then you can just walk around right afterwards. It's pretty cool.
It plugs into your brain directly via tiny microscopic threads. They're about 1/20th of the width of a human hair, and they connect with the neurons in your brain to receive and send electrical signals. Importantly, Neuralink says these electrodes won't damage your brain.
If they're inserted very carefully, so that the robot actually images the brain and makes sure to avoid any veins or arteries, so that the electrodes can be inserted with no noticeable damage. You sort of think like if you stab something with a wire, surely it will bleed, but actually at a really small scale, it does not.
Now, I can't believe I'm giving you specs on a brain chip, but here we go. It has an all-day battery life, wireless charging, and it's designed to wirelessly connect to your phone via Bluetooth with a range of 5 to 10 meters. And the whole thing, the chip, the surgery, the full cyborg experience, will start off expensive, but Musk says it'll hopefully eventually only cost a couple of $1,000s. He wants it to be about as expensive as laser eye surgery. Neuralink's head neurosurgeon, Matthew McDougall, said the first trials of the Link would be aimed at treating things like paraplegia. The company said it received FDA breakthrough device designation in July. Now, that's not the same as FDA approval, but it is a fast track to getting a medical device out in the field. But Neuralink doesn't want to stop there, and that is where we go full Galaxy Brain. There was talk of curing blindness by implanting the link in the visual cortex, treating mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and addiction, connecting the link to a heads-up display so you could walk around like the Terminator. And then there were basic ideas like, I don't know, telepathy, replaying your own memories, superhuman vision, and the ability to see ultraviolet light. Oh, and connecting your brain and uploading it into a robot.
I mean, this is obviously sounding increasingly like a Black Mirror episode. Everything that's encoded in memory, you could upload. You could basically store your memories as a backup and restore the memories. And ultimately, you could potentially download them into a new body or into a robot body.
For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
I don't think it's going to be that far away, man. I think once it gets going, the problem is, the way Elon was explaining it, you're going to have such a competitive advantage if you have this Neuralink, you have this setup.
Yeah, you could just get an infinite loan out to get it put in.
From the haves and the have-nots. Once the haves have a fucking Neuralink information,
imagine literally learning everything I know, everything I've spent my whole life studying, just downloading your brain in a second.
Yeah. If you could do that electronically, where you're not juicing yourself up with amphetamines, but instead you're enhancing all the capabilities of your entire neural network.
Yeah. Crazy.
Bro, we're going to be robots. We're going to be cyber people.